The gemstone market in 2026 is more active, more global, and more digital than at any time in history. Buyers can now purchase gemstones through social media, private messaging apps, online auctions, and international dealers without ever seeing the stone in person. While this accessibility has opened doors, it has also created the perfect environment for scams to thrive. Many gemstone scams today are sophisticated, emotional, and difficult to detect, even for experienced buyers. Understanding how these scams work is the first and most important step toward protecting yourself. One of the most widespread gemstone scams in 2026 involves fake or misleading certificates. Sellers often present documents that look official, complete with stamps, serial numbers, and technical language. Some of these certificates are entirely fake, created using basic design software and printed at home. Others come from real laboratories, but those labs may have extremely low grading standards or no international credibility. A gemstone described as a natural ruby on such a certificate might actually be glass-filled, heavily treated, or even synthetic. Many buyers mistakenly assume that any certificate means authenticity, which is not true. Reputable laboratories maintain online databases where certificate numbers can be verified, and failing to check this is one of the most common and costly mistakes buyers make. Another major scam involves treated gemstones being sold as completely natural. In modern gem trading, treatments are extremely common. Heat treatment, fracture filling, dyeing, and irradiation are used to improve color, clarity, and appearance. These processes are not illegal and are widely accepted in the industry, but only when they are fully disclosed. The scam happens when sellers deliberately hide these treatments and use phrases like 100% natural, untreated, or pure stone to justify higher prices. In reality, a heavily treated gemstone may be worth only a fraction of what an untreated stone would cost. Buyers who do not ask direct questions about treatment or who trust vague assurances often pay premium prices for stones that have little long-term value. Synthetic gemstones being sold as mine stones have become increasingly common as laboratory technology improves. In 2026, lab-created rubies, sapphires, emeralds, and even diamonds can look almost identical to natural stones. Some synthetics can pass basic gem testing tools used by small dealers or hobbyists. Dishonest sellers take advantage of this by presenting synthetic stones as rare earth-mined gems. They often rely on the buyer's lack of advanced testing or trust in the seller's reputation. When a gemstone that should be extremely expensive is offered at a surprisingly low price, it is almost always a warning sign. Without testing from a top-tier gemological laboratory, it can be nearly impossible to confirm whether a stone is natural or synthetic. Online gemstone deals that seem too good to be true are another major trap. Social media platforms are filled with sellers posting dramatic videos of glowing gemstones under powerful lights, often accompanied by emotional stories or limited-time offers. Lighting tricks, filters, and camera angles can make low-quality stones appear vibrant and flawless. Some sellers show one gemstone in photos or videos, but ship a completely different stone after payment. Others enhance the appearance by wetting the stone or using specialized LED lighting. Buyers who purchase gemstones online without a return policy, verifiable lab report, or clear seller history are taking a serious risk, especially with high-value stones. Origin fraud is a scam that targets buyers who understand that certain gemstone origins carry higher value. Names like cashmere, sapphire, Burmese, ruby, and Colombian emerald can dramatically increase a gemstone's price. In 2026, many gemstones sold under these prestigious labels actually come from entirely different regions, often with much lower market value. Determining a gemstone's origin is extremely complex and can only be done by advanced laboratories using detailed analysis, and even then, results are not always guaranteed. Sellers who confidently claim rare origins without top-tier lab reports are often misleading buyers. When origin becomes the main selling point rather than the stone's actual quality, caution is essential. Investment-related gemstone scams are particularly dangerous because they appeal to logic and ambition rather than emotion alone. Some sellers market gemstones as guaranteed investments, promising future price increases, buyback options, or exclusive access to rare stones. They may show charts, historical price trends, and images of luxury lifestyles to support their claims. The reality is that gemstones are illiquid assets, meaning they are difficult to resell quickly at a fair price. Even professional dealers can struggle to make consistent profits. Any claim of guaranteed returns is unrealistic, and buyers who treat gemstones purely as financial investments often discover too late that there is no easy exit. Another scam that continues to happen is stone swapping after payment. In this scenario, the buyer is shown a high-quality gemstone during negotiations, either in person or through photos and videos. Once payment is made, a lower-quality stone or a different gemstone altogether is shipped. This scam is most common in private transactions without escrow services or buyer protection. The buyer may only realize the problem after receiving the stone and comparing it to the original images. Recording the unboxing process, using secure payment platforms, and avoiding direct wire transfers are simple but effective ways to reduce this risk. Many gemstone scams rely heavily on psychological pressure. Sellers may claim that another buyer is ready to purchase, that prices will rise tomorrow, or that the offer is available for a very limited time. This pressure pushes buyers to make quick decisions without proper verification. In reality, genuine gemstone deals rarely disappear overnight, and reputable sellers encourage careful evaluation rather than rushed payments. Learning to recognize and resist pressure tactics is one of the most powerful defenses against fraud. The most effective protection in the gemstone market is education. Buyers who take time to learn basic gemology, understand treatments, recognize reputable laboratories, and research market prices are far less likely to be scammed. Trust should be earned through transparency, documentation, and consistency, not through emotional stories or aggressive sales tactics. Gemstones can be beautiful, meaningful, and valuable purchases, but only when approached with patience and clear judgment. In 2026, staying informed is not optional. It is essential for anyone who wants to enjoy gemstones without falling into costly traps.